free information.
Case that stunned the world.
The state has officially now charged him with premeditated murder.
Just after 3, I woke up from a woman's terrible screams, blood-curdling screams.
It was clear that this person's life was in danger.
Officer said Pistorius aimed his gun at the toilet, pointing out that he had to turn and fire at an angle in order to hit the toilet.
4 shots rang out.
I heard her voice just after the last shot. It faded away.
Really gruesome, bloody details.
With the headshot, she would have dropped down immediately. When you talk about the screaming after the last bullet, it cannot be.
The 4th bullet fired by Pistorius is the one that killed Steenkamp.
Oscar was crying all the time. He prayed to God, please let her live, she must not die.
Expert witness very big here, and that's an anesthesiologist who took the stand today in Oscar Pistorius' defense. Now, her testimony is key as Pistorius tries to prove that he and his girlfriend ate the night before and not a few hours prior to her being killed at his hands. Let's look at why. Now, take a look. Of course, we have Mike Brooks, John Phillips joining me here. Now, this is the prosecution's case, Mike and John, right? We have the dinner, all right? And here it's 1 o'clock. The death occurs at 3 a.m. Right. Now, you got to ask yourself how probable that is, okay? The defense's case we have here, dinner 7 o'clock, death at 3 a.m. Now, let's analyze and talk about this for one moment, okay? If you're his story is that they ate at 7 o'clock. That's what Pistorius says, okay? Right. Now, how is it if he ate at 7 o'clock that when they do the tests on her, they find contents in her stomach that establish what? That she has vegetable matter there. Wouldn't it have been, would the vegetable matter still be there at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes or no?
I don't think so. No. Okay, because 8 hours, okay? Let's say 7 to 3, 8 hours. When you go for a surgery or you go for some medical procedure, what do they tell you? If your surgery is early in the morning, don't eat after midnight. So usually your surgery is about 8 o'clock because they want your stomach empty. And secondly, this anesthesiologist is not a pathologist, okay? So this is a professor. And thirdly, what really difference does it make?
Well, here's why it makes a difference, and I want to go over this, right? On the issue, John, credibility, we talk about it a lot, versus probability. In this case, it doesn't boil down to me with that, John. Here's why. We're not assessing the credibility of this expert. We're assessing whether it is probable scientifically for this stomach matter, right, for the food to still be in her stomach at that time. How probable is that?
I get it, but to me, it's more of a red herring issue. It's not exactly to the point. What does it really prove or disprove? I mean, I know it sets up a timeline that sets into their story, and it's a part of the whole chronology.
Well, it shows he's full of it. That would be Oscar Pistorius. And if you could show his credibility's damaged, then, of course, it establishes, Mike, that his story's no good.
Right. His credibility isn't so good to begin with,
right.
You know, so that's the whole thing.
Of course it's not, in your view.
Absolutely.
He doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, boy, bum. All right, so coming up, thanks, Dream Team, it's a case that no one will forget. A man convicted of killing a bank